Hare Krishna. We'll do Kirtan now, Hare Krishna, and then we will discuss one verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10. So. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulanand Radhe Jaya Radha Prabhuji Radha Gokulananda Radhe Prabhuji, is this working? Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. We will recite prayers first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Te Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees assembled today and welcome to Bhaktivedanta Manor. Today we will discuss one verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, the opulence of the Absolute, and verse 16. So I'll read the verse and then we can all repeat the synonyms and read translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. So verse 16. Vaktum arhasya seshena divya hyatma vibhutayah yabir vibhutibhir lokan imam stvam vyapyatishtasi. Vaktum arhasya seshena divya hyatma vibhutayah yabir vibhutibhir lokan imam stvam vyapyatishtasi. Vaktum arhasya seshena divya hya atma vibhutayah yabhir vibhutibhir lokan imam stvam vyapya tishtasi. Synonyms. Vaktum. Would you like to repeat? Vaktum. To say. Arhasi. You deserve. Aseshena. In detail. Divya. Divine. He. Certainly. Atma. Your own. Vibhutayah. Opulences. Yabhi. By which. Vibhutibhi. Opulences. Lokan. All the planets. Iman. These. Tvam. You. Vyapya. Pervading. Tishtasi. Remain. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. Purport. In this verse, it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence and knowledge and whatever else a person may have. And through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For him there is no doubt. Yet he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. People in general and the impersonalists in particular concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his different agencies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, chapter 10 is entitled The Opulence of the Absolute. And we will discuss that in the previous chapter, chapter 9, Lord Krishna concluded with the instruction to fix the mind upon Krishna. He spoke the verse, the very popular verse, the essence of Bhagavad Gita 9.34, which is worship Krishna directly. So that is a pure bhakti. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam mad parayanaha. So Krishna instructed Arjuna what you have to do. Always think of me. Always think of Krishna. Become my devotee. Means think about Krishna in a favorable way. Not like demons who also always thought about Krishna, like Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa. They were always thinking of Krishna but in fear, in enmity, as enemy. So that is unfavorable way. But always think of Krishna in a favorable way, and who thinks of Krishna lovingly? His devotees. So become my devotee. Worship me means offer obeisances to me. Here we do deity worship, at home we do deity worship, right? So worship me and offer obeisances to me. If you do this, what 4 things you will do? Always think of Krishna, become Krishna's devotee, worship Krishna and offer pranams, obeisances to Krishna. If we do these 4 things regularly, daily, with love, with full conviction that Krishna is my provider, He is the controller, He is my father, then if you do that, you will surely come back to me, having absorbed yourself completely in me and taking my shelter. So we have seen many times, right, that when we like someone very much, if we take the example of some film stars, some people are watching films a lot and they may have attachment to one particular actor they like. What they do? They will automatically be thinking about that actor. They will be talking about that actor with someone else whom they meet, who also has liking to that particular actor. So then when they get together, they talk about, they are absorbed in the thoughts, they are thinking, lovingly talking. So this is what Krishna is saying that you need to do towards me. Now Krishna here is not a God who is instructing us, do this, then only I will love you. It is not like that. Basically, he is telling us how it is, what it is, because Krishna wants us to go back to him, be with him. Then because he knows that is our real position, to love Krishna, and we are part and parcel of Krishna, and he wants us to be with him, to think of me, because that is the best thing for us. It's like a child will go to a mother or father and ask for money. If the child wants to buy chocolate or something good, like say fruits or books, the parents will give the money. But if the child is going to misuse it, parents will not give it, because they are the best well-wishers. So Krishna also knows that our real satisfaction and happiness is with him, in doing whatever we are doing that he has prescribed in the Shastra, in Bhagavad Gita, right? Bhagavad Gita is a book of principles basically. And all these principles are very nicely followed by great devotees of Krishna, and that is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam gives us the pastimes and stories of great devotees who follow the principles and rules and regulations that Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita. So both are very inspiring. We read Gita to learn what to do, what not to do. It is so nicely and clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita, right? That eat moderately, sleep moderately, recreation should also be in moderation. Regularize your senses, because if we do that, then obviously our senses will be regularized. We will have enough time to worship Krishna. Don't accumulate more than what you need. That's what, because what happens, the more and more things, bigger and bigger things that we have, then we have to maintain them, look after them. Lot of time and energy and wealth goes in it. But if we just do enough, yes, one should be ambitious, one should study, do well, but don't over endeavor too much, because then this valuable human life is just wasted. The very, very, important moments of life we can always utilize in bhakti. That is the way to live. So just accumulate what is necessary and then worship Krishna. So that is the best way. Eat prasadam, cook food, offer to Krishna and eat. So coming back to this, starting with this chapter, the opulence of the Absolute, I was going to say that in this previous chapter, Krishna has told Arjun to fix his mind on Krishna. And now in this chapter, he is saying how to fix mind on Krishna. So if we know about Krishna's opulences, then we can easily fix our mind on him. So first 7 verses in this chapter, Krishna says Krishna is very mysterious and he is the source and origin of everything. 8 to 11 verses are very important verses of Bhagavad Gita. They are also called Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. Again, how Krishna is origin and source of all the material and spiritual world, and specifically how Krishna gives intelligence to his devotees, and how we get the inspiration to execute bhakti comes from Krishna. And verses 12 to 18 is about Arjuna now shows his heartfelt realizations because he heard past 9 chapters, and Arjun completely accepts that Krishna's position as Supreme Personality of Godhead. And from 19 verses till the end, describes how Krishna's, what are his various vibhutis. Vibhutis means opulences. How he is present in everything and how he is the active principle of everything. That is beautiful and great in this entire universe. So Krishna is the source. So in today's verse number 16, as we were reciting, I will point out here that in the purport I found two things that Srila Prabhupada is saying. He is saying, first point is that in this verse it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and by Krishna's grace Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have, and through all these agencies he has understood Krishna to be Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the first point. And the second point in this verse I found is the second half of the purport. For Arjuna, there is no doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet he is asking him to explain his pervading nature. People in general and the impersonalist in particular concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his different agencies. So Prabhupada says that one should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of common people. So the first point is that Arjuna has believed and he knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we find it also in the descriptions in the Samhitas, in the other Vedas, Rig Veda. Today morning also I was hearing a class by His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu, and he was also mentioning this verse, Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. And the explanation of Vedanta Sutra, Srimad Bhagavatam, there also it is explained. In the first verse, Janmadyasya itovaya chartheshva abhignasvarat tene brahmaridayadi kavaye muhyanti yatsuraya. So, what it is saying, Janmadyasya yataha. And also in Brahma Samhita it says, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So this verse is Brahma Samhita. It was composed by Lord Brahma. Therefore, in the Vedic literature, this is called Samhita. Samhita means part of the Vedic literature. So, Lord Brahma is describing about Krishna. And he is saying, he's describing means from the very creation, Brahma is the first creature of this universe. So, he has explained about Krishna by his experience, by his own realization. And the first verse of Bhagavatam, Janmadyasya yatonvaya ditaratas chartheshu abhignasvarat. Janmadyasya yata, the Supreme Person from whom everything has emanated. So that Krishna has confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham Adirhi Devanam. Devanam means in the beginning there was Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar. And Krishna is Adi of these Devas also. Aham adirhi devanam, aham sarvasya prabhavo. Everything has emanated from me, right? 10.8 in this chapter. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So Krishna is the Adi Purusha, and in Arjuna also confirms after understanding Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, Arjuna Uvacha, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum Ahustvam Rasaya Sarve Devarshir Naradastatha Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. So Adyam is the meaning the original person. Just like in our genealogical table, in each family, there is a person who is origin of the family, right? Then his son, his grandsons, his grandson. In this way, the family expands. Similarly, this creation is from Krishna. And there is also a Chatushloki Bhagavatam where it says, Aham evasam evagre. There it says that I was present even before the creation. And even Shankaracharya, who is the impersonalist, he also says Narayana Paro Avyaktat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, he is beyond this material creation. Narayana Para Avyaktat. Avyaktat and the Sambhava. From the Avyakta, from the unmanifested material Mahat Tattva, this material creation has come and it has become possible. Before the material creation, beyond the material creation, there is Krishna. Therefore, in the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is describing Krishna. In each verse, he says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So, he is the original person. And even the 7th chapter in Bhagavad Gita, the 7th verse, Krishna also says, Matta Paratam Ramnanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya Mai Sarvam Idam Protam Sutre Mani Ganaiva. There is no more Paratattva, superior source except Krishna. This Krishna consciousness movement is therefore, we are trying to place before the civilized human society that the Adi Purusha, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are searching after God. There are so many societies. There is a theological society, theosophical society. They are all searching after God. But here is God. All the great sages, the saintly persons, even the rishis, even Narad Muni, the great rishis called Devala, Vyasa, they all say Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. And that's how it is explained here in this 10th chapter in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. In the 12th verse, he is addressing Krishna as person, Bhavan. And Arjuna says this Bhavan, the Shabda, this word is used, it's for a person, it's not impersonal. So, Bhavan, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. So, Purusham. Krishna is not impersonal, he is Purusha. Purusha means person. He is not female also. He is the only Purusha actually in the all of spiritual and material world. He is the only male. And from him the Prakriti comes. All of us are female in nature. So, Purusham Sashvatam. Shashvatam means original Adyam, the first. So in this way, Arjun has also given reference that all the great sages, Vyasdev accepts you, Narada accepts you, and Asita, Devala, big great sages also accept you. So Arjuna says that you are personally speaking and I have realized that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nobody can become God. And Krishna is Asarmodva, which means that no one is superior to him and no one can be equal to Krishna. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is described as Asamordva and Prapitamaha, means he is great grandfather. He is even father of Pitamaha Brahmaji. So the original father of this universe is Lord Brahma. Therefore he is addressed as Pitamaha. But the father of Brahma also, who is father of Brahma? Lord Shri Krishna. So we know that Lord Shri Krishna is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. Ete chamsha kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. There is verse in Bhagavad Gita 1.3.28. And Krishna is the original cause of all causes. From Krishna, the expansion is Balramji. And from Balramji, the first Chaturviha is the expansion Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. From that Sankarshan, the expansion is Narayana. And from that Narayan, the second Chaturviha expansion is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. From that Sankarshan, Mahavishnu is expanded, who is also called Karanadakshayi Vishnu. And Karanadakshayi Vishnu's expansion is Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, who enters each and every universe, and whose expansion is Shirodakshayi Vishnu, who is Paramatma seated in the heart of every living being. And non-living being as well. They derive their quality from the super soul. So the second point is that there is no doubt Arjun knows that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but for the benefit of so many common people, he is asking that you please show me and tell me about your opulences. So now this is understood how you are all pervading by your influence, by your power. That means you are always there. The person is there, just like, so this is the vibhuti or opulence. That does not mean because he has spread everywhere, therefore he is imperson, he remains a person. Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Gaura Arti will be at 7 o'clock and we will have this our class till then. 7 p.m. is Arti again. Yes, 7 p.m. Yeah. So we'll discuss some more. Krishna is the energetic person and all the vibhutis or opulences are his energies. And we can see here that, say for example, Sun, planet Sun is the chief of all the luminaries and the Sun represents the Supreme Lord. Even the powerful Sun gets its power from Lord Krishna's potent energy. There is a beautiful verse in Brahma Samhita. Yachakshuresha savita sakala grahanam raja samasta suramurti rashesha tejaha yasya gnaya brahmati sambrita kala chakro govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So here Arjuna is asking question for the common people. Here in 10.16 he is saying that by Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence and knowledge by which he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Lord. Yet he asks Krishna to describe his all-pervading nature and opulences. He asks this on behalf of common people, because people in general and especially the impersonalists are more concerned with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme in this physical world. For people who cannot perceive anything beyond matter or cannot place faith on something that's beyond their sense perception, for them Lord's form is presented as this universe or various elements of universe and vibhutis. They are compared to various limbs or representatives of Lord. So the imaginary bona fide temporary material form of Lord, it is the imaginary comparison of material elements and form of Supreme Lord. That is universal form or Vishwarupa or Virat Rupa. It is said that wherever Krishna's glories are sung, Krishna is present. So we should be respectful and we should hear And if we have other important business, then we can attend to that. But while we are discussing Krishna Katha, we should, if we want to be here, then we can hear it nicely. So the imaginary bona fide temporary material form of the Lord, it is the imaginary comparison of material elements and form of Supreme Lord. That is universal form or Vishwarupa or Virat Rupa. Our material senses cannot see spiritual Lord who is Adokshaja. Adokshaja means beyond the comprehension of our material senses. So if Krishna is spiritual and if our senses are material, then it's going to be very difficult for us to perceive that. That is why those who have not developed the complete faith yet in the personality of God, in the deity form of Lord Shri Krishna, they would experience Krishna in his energies. That is how this, there is at many places, even in Bhagavatam, I had gone through today, it is listed the Vishwarupa and the Virat Rupa form of the Lord. So if we read second canto in the first chapter, the Virat Rupa form is presented as planetary systems or the limbs of the Lord, various limbs of the Lord. There it is Satyaloka to Pataloka. And similarly in second canto, fifth chapter, there are planetary systems from Svargaloka, which is the upper planets, that is chest, from chest to head. Bhuvarloka is the middle, which is navel of the Lord, imagined to be. And Bhuloka is the lower, which is the legs of the Lord. Then again in second canto, first chapter, further representations of limb or acts of Virat Rupa are mentioned. For example, bones are the mountains, the veins of the Lord are the rivers, and the sun and moon are his eyes. Then second canto, fifth chapter, face, arms, thighs, feet are considered as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Second canto, sixth chapter, Garbhodaksha Vishnu's limbs provide ingredients for the universe. Like his hair is cloud compared to cloud, nails are like lightning, arms are like demigods or Lokpala, consciousness as dharma. Like that, many examples are there. And in the second canto, 10th chapter, creation of Virat Rupa is mentioned through differentiation of three features. So Garbhodaksha Vishnu's potency divides into three: Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika and Adhidaivika. So for example, Lord desires to see himself and other objects, then we develop gross sense organ, which are eyes, subtle sense organ, which is Akshini, sense Devata, we are able to see because some Devata is supervising this, and that is Lord's Son, Surya Dev. Sense objects, for example, we want to see a pot, then that pot is the gross element and what it is made of is clay. So that is the fire element. Like that, there is a lot of explanation there on various sense devatas and senses. And in Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa is also mentioned, right, in the 11th chapter. So Krishna's powerful form by which he enters and pervades or supports the entire universe. And Arjun saw everything in the entire universe in one place. And for that, Krishna had to give him divine vision, because it's not possible to see that form with our gross eyes. So Krishna's universal or cosmic form is a temporary form in the material world, and it's not eternally situated in this material sky like Krishna's other forms. And as the material nature is manifested and unmanifested, similarly the universal form is also manifested and unmanifested. But devotees of Krishna, they are not very eager to see this form. They just like to see Krishna face to face. They come to temple and they take darshan, and they are very happy with that. And in Vishwarupa also we know that Arjuna saw unlimited faces, weapons, effulgence. So thousands of suns rising once at one place, and demigods, living entities, hundreds and thousands of arms, bellies, mouths, eyes, sun, moon. The form is Kalarupa, and that also has no middle or end. It's like blazing fire. And Arjun saw that all the warriors were getting devoured by Krishna. So we can understand thus that all the different limbs of the Lord compared to various things, in that whatever is the best, for example, that is called the opulence of the Lord. So amongst all the luminaries, the sun is like a major planet. So Krishna, in the luminaries, Krishna is sun, right? In the stars, Krishna is moon. Like that, in the Adityas, the Vishnu or Vamana is Krishna. Various examples are given amongst the demigods. Indra is Krishna's opulence. Then within all the senses, our mind is vibhuti of Krishna. In the living beings, our consciousness, we are alive. That's our chitta, our consciousness is considered to be the vibhuti of Krishna. Like that, and then within the Rudras, Shankar is considered Krishna. In Yakshas and Rakshasas, it is Kuver. Amongst Vasus, it is Agni. In the mountains, who is the representative of Krishna? Meru mountain. Like that, within the priests, it is Brihaspati. And within the commanders, it is Kartikeya. Within the water bodies, it is ocean. Amongst great sages, he is Bhrigu. Among the vibrations, he is Om. And in sacrifices, the chanting Japa. Immovable things, he is Himalayas. Trees, then he is Banyan tree. Sage among all the demigods is Narada Muni. Amongst Gandharvas, he is Chitraratha. Amongst perfected beings, he is Kapila Dev. Like that, there is a big list there within Bhagavad Gita. And our point was here that Krishna is all pervading by his influence, by his power. And that means that Krishna is everywhere and he is a person. So that is his vibhuti. And it doesn't mean that, say for example, we have a pot of money, and if we take out some money, then this pot will be less by that much money, right? Because we will be using it. But in Krishna, it is not like that, that from Krishna everything comes. So he still remains full, whole Krishna. Nothing is less, his energies, nothing depletes. He remains complete. He is Om Purnam Ada Purnamidam. He is a complete Lord and he remains complete. So this is what I wanted to discuss here today within these pages of Bhagavad Gita, that how Arjun is questioning Krishna, that I know you are Supreme Lord, but those people who cannot understand you, whose intelligence does not go beyond material senses and intelligence, they will believe in you by seeing your glories, by your energies, by seeing the world. They can understand this comes from Krishna because they want proof. They want something they can see, they can touch and understand. So what is beyond that, they cannot understand because it's spiritual. So for that, their benefit, you tell me what are all your opulences. So by Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, he has understanding and he has the intelligence. He knows that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but he is telling him that please show me how you pervade in everything. Because, without Krishna's energy, nothing is possible. As we said, that Surya and Chandra, sun and moon, are eyes of Krishna. Without sun planet itself, we will not be able to survive. Without the light, without the warmth and heat of sun, we cannot survive. So this is how we can understand that Krishna pervades in the nature everywhere. All the mountains, all the rivers, sun, moon, everything is coming from Krishna. Even our body, we know earth, water, fire, air, ether, it is made up of these five things, and mind, intelligence, ego. All of this comes from Krishna. Because as we said that his expansions, Krishna to Balram, Balram to Chaturvyuha, and from the second Chaturvyuha then Sankarshan, and from Sankarshan Mahavishnu is expanded, and from Mahavishnu when he breathes out then millions of universes come out. As we can see, there is also a painting there, beautiful painting, where we can see all that in one then bubble, blue bubble, each universe, then Krishna enters as Garbho Dakshai Vishnu, and then from his navel stem comes out, and on top of the lotus Brahmaji takes birth. So that there are millions and millions of universes like that, and in each universe there is Garbho Dakshai Vishnu, there is Brahmaji. Every universe has different numbers of planets, planetary systems. And then again within each living entity, Lord enters as Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. So he is super soul seated in hearts of everyone. Not only that, the non-living thing, for example, sugar. Sugar's dharma is sugar is sweet. So that sweetness comes from Krishna. Because super soul is present, sugar is sweet. Because super soul is present, salt is salty. Because super soul is present, the element like stones and hardwood is hard, because that quality, the dharma comes from super soul. So nothing has any power or any utility or any energy without Krishna being present in it. So this is how he pervades everywhere, and Arjun says that I know this, devotees of you know this, but those who don't know, for them please tell us all your opulences and all your vibhutis, so that people can understand that yes, this is you. At least by seeing everything, they will know that you are present. Thus, Krishna's is super soul, and he is all pervasive. He is pervaded everywhere. And actually, there is no need of this detail, right? Later on in the verse, last verse of this chapter, Krishna says, Athava bahunaitena kim gnatena tavarjuna vishtabhyaham idam krishnam ekam sena sthito jagat. But what is the need of all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Krishna need not do anything. He is not directly connected anyway to the spiritual world. He does this through his energies. He is very happily seated in the spiritual world in Goloka with Gopas, Gopis, Nanda Baba, Yashoda and Radharani. He is very, very happy doing his pastimes. So it is only it's like a single fragment of how powerful is sun. When one ray is coming out of it, we can see just one ray that comes out. That is what is Krishna's energy, which is pervading within the entire universe. And there are millions of such universes. And that forms like one galaxy, and then there are millions and trillions and billions of galaxies around, right? Like that, there will be other galaxies, and there are clusters and clusters of galaxy where scientists cannot even reach. Their mind they cannot comprehend. Even their powerful telescopes cannot see. And whatever we are seeing, actually, the scientists, they are actually seeing in the past. Because the light travels so fast that even the light that is reaching the sun is 8 minutes late. That whatever came out, it took 8 minutes to even reach us. So we can see that it is beyond our comprehension. So the intelligent person will accept it and not challenge it. They will accept this, that yes, whatever is said in the Shastra, whatever Krishna says, and Krishna is not partial, he is very, very loving Lord actually. He is very, very reciprocal. Even those people who don't believe in Krishna, Krishna provides for them, right? They are living, they are happy, they are doing everything. So Krishna is saying that fine, you are not ready to come to me, it is okay. I will still provide for you. The day you will use your free will, the little independence you have to make the right choice, you will come to me. And that is why devotees are very merciful, people. They are children of the Lord. They go out, they distribute books, they speak about Krishna so that others can learn about it. And this is the best thing one can do. Anyone can do. Whatever you heard here or whatever you are reading little bit, whoever you meet, you can discuss with them, you can talk to them. It does not have to be in a big forum. It doesn't have to be in a temple. You can call up someone, you can talk to them that this is what I heard or I read today or I learned, and that's how we can spread Krishna Katha. Because Krishna pervades everywhere. These are his opulences, and everything is mentioned so systematically in Bhagavad Gita, starting from first chapter. If we read 2-3 verses a day, if we can read one chapter a day, even good. And thus we can take association of devotees, and they can guide us, teach us. They can further explain the simplified purports of Srila Prabhupada. So as it says in this chapter also, Matchitta Matgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam. Meaning what? That we should get together and we should discuss Krishna Katha with our minds absorbed in Krishna and trying to devote our life to Krishna. What do the pure devotees do? They enlighten each other. They talk to each other about Krishna. And their conversation is about Krishna. And this is what the residents of Vrindavan do. They get together and they are always talking about Krishna. And actually it's very sweet, their stories. Because whoever loves Krishna, if they describe Krishna, then Krishna's pastimes are very sweet, but they become even sweeter. So for example, when Mother Yashoda heard the complaints of Krishna stealing butter in Vrindavan from the gopis, the stories became very, very sweet to Yashoda. Why? Because all the gopis actually love Krishna. They want him to come to their house and steal butter. They complain, but at the same time, they want Krishna to go and steal butter. They actually wait for him. And then they go and tell Mother Yashoda, this is what your Krishna did. He's very naughty. You need to discipline him. And Mother Yashoda also feels, oh my goodness, I need to teach my little boy to become a good boy, to become a good person. And this is how everyone is always conversing about Krishna. Even the Gopas are saying which demon he killed today, or what games they played when they went for picnic. So this is the way of living, discussing about Krishna, because when we do that, we will develop love for Krishna. To be able to remember someone, we need to discuss about their name, fame, glories, pastimes, which is all present. It's all here in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are pastimes of great devotees, great souls from whom we learn many, many lessons, because we all have talking about me. Everyone has, it's a journey, because we came from previous lives with so many shortcomings and so many past impressions are there. So this is a journey to come into the mode of goodness and live a good life of a devotee. Then we stand a chance one day to go back to Krishna. And we just serve Krishna. Wherever we are, we just want to serve. I mean, we do our daily duties here. Almost everyone is a householder, grihastha here, as I can see today. So we don't have to give up those duties. We are not saying come and settle down in temple. No, you do your duties, what you are doing at home, but include Krishna in it. Keep Krishna in the center. For example, whatever you cooked, you have a simple altar or even pictures in your altar. Offer the food with love, put a tulsi leaf and offer to Krishna, then eat all of you at home. whatever activities we are doing, whatever we are earning, we earn with integrity. We may earn less, but if it is earned with integrity, that will bring a great joy and satisfaction. And every morsel we eat, if it is offered to Krishna, it's very simple. To do the offering also is very simple way of the process. And then we eat, then everything is purified within our house. All the efforts we do to bring that food in the house are offered in just that one simple act to Krishna. And thus we are making all our acts as a karma, which means that we are offering it to Krishna. That's the highest thing we can do. And that is the best way to live, being vegetarian. And you know everything. I mean, I'm probably younger here than all of you. I'm just speaking for myself. But it helps me to purify myself today. But thank you so much for being here. And it was so nice to discuss something with all of you. So in few minutes now, we will also all stand up. Then the curtains will open and we will have a beautiful Gaura Aarti. So please forgive me if I said something, and please give me your blessings. I would like to pay my heartfelt obeisances to you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. थैंक यू.
Hare Krishna. Aarti will start in a minute or two. So if you could scatter. Follow me. The lyrics are here. It's a Gaura Aarti called. So just repeat after me. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Shri Radha Gokul Nand ki, Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gaura Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ki Bajaya